overcome your fears. All people have fears. So if you have two choices, either to fight or flight. If you flight from your fears, they will follow you for good. The only way you can stick with to overcome your fears is to fight your fears. Okay? You have to fight your fears in order to overcome them. The life is full of fear sources. So the only way in the life to cope with these fears is to overcome them, to fight them, not allow them to deteriorate your life and your friendship or your relation with your relatives and other kind of the life aspects. Increase your comfort level in social situations. When people feel that you are comfortable, you are natural, this will give positive energy for the stadium, and also the audience gain the impression that you are self-confident and you know what you want to say, and definitely they will encourage you in this case to be successful if you are natural. But if you affirm yourself like a gravestone and you speech like a robot, then you will lack the links between you and your crowd. Become an effective member or volunteer. So you need in general, even in speech, you need to be important for the others, and also to give them an impression that you are an important figure in the speech or the aim of the speech. And if you look also, if you volunteer to do something during the meeting or the presentation or any other social gathering event, when you volunteer about something, this means that you pay attention, you take care of this thing, and this of course will give an impression of credibility to the audience and to the others in general. Practice and rehearse. Practice makes perfect, as you know. So when you rehearse your talk, when you practice it many times before the real situation, this will enable you to figure out your faults, and also give you time to ameliorate these faults and to reduce the negative points in your presentation as possible as you can. You don't seek for perfectionism. You need just to be natural, and also to be useful, and also to gain the benefit of your talk, you need to rehearse and to practice it properly in order to give your speech and to cover all goals on your speech in the allotted time for the presentation. You need to calm your anxiety. It is a natural reflex that before any speech you will feel anxious. So it's your duty to calm yourself down. Don't allow the anxiety to overcome you. You need to calm down your anxiety, and there are many techniques through which you can reduce the agitation or the nervousness in general. For example, you can take deep breath. Deep breathing is important to it's like yoga. If you know yoga, that breathing is an exercise relieve the signs of anxiety, and it is useful before presentation to have some sort of yoga, of course not in front of your audience, or at least to gain a chance for a deep breathing. Also, visualization is a good technique. Visualization, when you draw in your mind the situation you will encounter after a day or a week. For example, if I have a lecture tomorrow, then you can visualize in your mind that I will step up certain I will step up to the stage. Then how do I look? How shall I stand? How shall I behave naturally? What is the expected level of your crowd, level of knowledge, of course, and also how can I tackle the problems I might face during my presentation. All these mental exercises are a kind of visualization. They will reduce the difficulties you might face during the real talk, and you will feel definitely that if you encounter certain problem, you will feel that you face this kind of problem before, but in reality you face it during the visualization exercises you have before the presentation. Positive self-talk. So many people, that they stand in front of a mirror and they talk about things in front of mirror, and they consider their image here as another person. So in the same time they practice conversation, and also they feel that they have dialogue more than monologue. Another advantage for this kind of talk, that you can evaluate your body language signs, and also to give you a chance to accommodate with the time allotted to your speech, and also give you a feeling of comfort during the real speech. You might practice some warm-up exercises. Some people they yawn deeply. Some people they have some jumping exercises. Of course, not in front of your audience, but before standing on the stage, you might do some exercises. These exercises will give you relaxing feeling, and this will make you more confident during the talk. Take a brisk walk before speak. Yeah, if you have time, for example, if you are invited speaker in certain conference, then before you speak, you can have a brisk walk around the hotel. This will make you more comfortable during the speech. Don't sit with your legs crossed. When you stand up, you will feel yourself. You might be crumpled, of course. At least you will feel yourself shaking, especially the rear part of your body, and this might give you a feel of anxiety before the speech. As you know, before the speech, you might feel stressful a little bit, and you'll feel that a coldness in your extremities like hands and toes. So it's better to warm them up. One of the technique to dangle your hands before the speech. This allow the blood to flow to the tips of your fingers, and this will warm up the tips of the finger. Also, you might also scrunch your toes in order to allow the blood flowing to them. These techniques will boost your confidence. Also, shaking the fingers, hand fingers, improve the blood circulation to them. Some facial muscle exercises might be useful. Okay, scrunching toes, as I said, improve the blood circulation to them. Yawning politely will give a boost to your confidence, and also will make you more comfortable during the talk. Yawning, of course, before the speech. Pause without uttering. During the speech, instead of umming, you can pause. You know that many people they have lag time between their thoughts and their speech. So this is normal. So the only way to cope with this lag is to use pauses. There are other people, they use meaningless words such as oh. This kind of uttering is boring for the audience, and it's better to use pauses rather than uttering. Think conversational. So when you think of anything, you need to visualize another person and to expect other debates, and to be thankful for the other views of the people. When you think conversational, you will be more able to expect certain reactions and to speculate some debates from the others, and it is a kind of practice. We know that many philosophers, they follow this philosophy. One of them is Plato. Plato emphasizes the importance of conversational thinking. Focus on your message, not on yourself. There is outcome from anything we are doing in this life, and presentation is one of these things. You need to focus in the message you want to convey to your audience. Don't be self-absorbed. Don't think only about yourself. How do I look? Am I embarrassed? Am I, for example, look badly on the and do the others, especially my audience, expect my failure in this talk, and other sort of self-consciousness issues. Get ready 3P. 3Ps prior proper preparation. You need to prepare yourself properly before your speech. So remember 3Ps, prior proper preparation. Knows your listeners. It is useful to know your listener before the speech. This will make you change the way and sometimes even the content of your speech. If you speak with the illiterate persons, not resemble the speech of, for example, knowledgeable persons. So you need to know your listeners in order to mold your speech in certain size, with certain content, with certain paradigm, to convey the message clearly. This is the most important thing, not to look orator and to look astonishing person. The most important thing to convey the message for your audience in clear way. So you need to figure all the tools, all the pillars you can use, you can trust in order to convey your message clearly for your audience, whatever their level of knowledge is. As we said, warming up is important to boost the confidence. Sometimes you need to move and to smile. You can move slowly on the stage in order to give an impression of confidence to the audience, and also not to stand as firmly. This will be for a long time. This will be not acceptable, and also you can't walk swiftly. So be natural as possible as you can. Establish good eye contact. As we said, when you speak with somebody, try to look in her or his eye, not to look down or to gaze on the other objects. Realize people want you to succeed. So it is not a battle between you and your audience. Your audience, they are interested in your talk. Otherwise, they are not coming to listen to you. So they need you to succeed. So in order to gain a success, you need to give or preoccupied with thoughts that your audience need you to succeed. This will give you a comfort to speak politely and friendly, and also to be useful for the audience. Don't apologize for being nervous. Now, this is even if you are nervous. Look to this girl. In her rear part of the body, she's shaking, but she looks comfortable and confident to her audience. So try to conceal your nervousness. Your nervousness is a natural thing. Don't allow it to overcome and to guide you. You need to guide your fears, your nervousness, feelings, your speech, in order to be impressive and conceivable to your audience. You need to gain experience by practice, by rehearsing, and by time being. When you gain experience, you will feel more comfortable. I like the note here that a hen talks to an egg that you need to gain a job to have an experience, and also you need experience to gain a job. This is something silly in this life, but it is real. Structure your speech. When you structure your speech, you will give a harmony for your presentation. You have many methodologies for the speech structuring. One of them sequential. You need, for example, chronological ordering. I will give example. If I want to speak about World War II, so I will give chronological order to my speech. I will start with the problem. It raised the war, and then the Allies shared the war, and I will go in chronological order speaking about this subject. If another example, if I want to talk about types of chromatography, I will use categorical type of speech. I will use, for example, paper chromatography, column chromatography. I will categorize the subject to certain topics. Contrast and comparisons. If I want to for example, to talk about surgery versus diet, in order usage in order to reduce weight, I might use contrast and comparison method. Problem solving. If I want to talk about, if I am interested to talk about mathematical equation or physical phenomenon, then I might use problem solving strategy. Structure your speech with the allotted time. So you have, for example, 15 minutes. You need to stick with this time. If you didn't rehearse your speech, you might cross the line of this time, and in this case, this will not be good for the audience. And also, if you have other speakers, you might also in this case take part of their time, and in general this will not be acceptable, although many times we faced this kind of problem in global conferences. Analyze your audience. You have to know your audience in order to know their channels through which you can go and conceive them with your ideas and your speech. As we said previously, if they are knowledgeable person in certain subject, if they are interested in certain sport or certain idea or certain philosophy, then you can take these things in general in consideration during your speech, and definitely this will improve the way you conceive your audience. So to this level, we finish talking about communication skills. This information were taken from three books. The first book is Communication Skills by Christina Dawn. The other book is Communication Skills for Teens by Michelle Skeen, Matthew McKay, Patrick Fanning, and Kelly Skeen. 3 to 10 Days to More Confident Public Speaking by Princeton Language Institute is the third reference. And in this case, we finished talking about communication skills. I hope that you gain a benefit of these lectures and in order to perform well during your presentations. And also I'm sure that the illustrated points during these lectures will be useful for your life, and also if you exploit them properly, they will be very helpful during interviews, and also during your profession, your job, future job, and there will be sort of success if God willing. Thank you very much.